Okay guys, so today I just want to talk about the data types, their size, and then how far they go. The first data type, these ones that we're going to have right here are the primitive data types, and then we'll talk about string because it's used a lot. So the first one is the byte. So the byte is the size of one byte, and it goes from negative 128 to positive 127, as you can see. The next one is the short, twice as big, and as you can see, the size is increased to about the 30,000s, both positive and negative. The next one is the int, 4 bytes. So, and then as you can see, the size is way bigger. And then the last integer is the long, which goes, as you can see, a huge range. Let's go out this way, see how far it goes. So these 4 right here are integers. And then these next two are actually decimals that we're gonna, the data types for decimals. So the float is 4 bytes, and then as you can see here, it goes 6 to 7 decimal places, and then the double, which is double because it's twice as much, look at its size, it's 8 instead of 4, and then 15 decimal places. The next one is the next two are kind of different. The next one is the Boolean, which is only 1 bit, so it's the smallest out of all of them, but it can only hold 2 values, either true or false. The next one is the character, and obviously it just holds a single character, and it's 2 bytes. The last one is not a primitive data type. It's the string, and then the size depends on the size of the string, and obviously it stores a sequence of character. So let's just go over some of the ways to use some of these or declare some of these. So if you declare the byte, let's just call it my byte. You can do my byte equals 100, right? But what if you did 128? You get an error, right? Because it was 127. It's what we have the max value as. So it's the same way to declare a short, right? As long as you do it within the range, you know, you'll be okay, right? Positive or negative. But what if, sorry, let me go ahead and clear this out. So, but what if we went too far? It would same thing. It would give you an error, right? So it needs to be within that range. The short, most of the time you're going to be using the int. So this is the one that you're going to be seeing as far as when you're learning. It's just simpler to deal with and to be trying to remember the ranges and try not to go over or under. The other ones we're going to deal with is the float and the doubles, and they're very similar. So I'm just going to do the double. My double equals negative 32,000. Obviously, you can put a 0 there if you want, but you don't have to. And then you can put fractions, blah, 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 right there. Okay, so it's pretty simple. The next three are different because obviously they're not numbers. Boolean, this is how you declare it. You put Boolean, and then you put the name of the Boolean. You can just put name, and then you have to put either true or you have to put false. Okay, these are the only two values for the Boolean. Here's giving me an error because it has to have a different name. Let's see, the character is also different because when you make a declaration, so my char, you have to use the single quotes, and then you can do a letter, a number, or a symbol there. As you can see, everything's good. These squiggly marks right here, it's just basically a warning telling you that you're not really using these values, which we're not. We're just declaring them. That's it. Okay, now the last one is the string. This one's not a primitive data type, and it's an object. And you'll learn more about objects later. But that one's also declared differently. So let's see, we can do name 3 just to make it simple. Okay, and then this one, when you actually put a value into, you have to do the double quotes. So, hello, sir, my name is Will. You can make it very long if you want. Okay, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments.